now, February 2nd, 2023. Let's talk about the first game. Is the Lakers barely beat the Pacers on the road, 112-111. The Lakers need every single win. After this, they are only one game behind the 10th seed. It is intense. Thunder is only one game behind the Pelicans, who is the 10th seed right now. So it's going to be competitive, which is going to be good for fantasy because nobody's going to rest. Right? Everybody's going to compete. Only really the Spurs and the Rockets are out of it. We look at this game. AD slowly started ramping up. He took 27 field goals, 31 points, 5 for 5. I mean, it's AD. A great game again. LeBron, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Yeah, LeBron's scoring average is going to dip a little bit with AD back. His usage is going to dip a little bit. But as long as he's playing, it's great. Rui Hachimura started, played 28 minutes. I think if you need points and rebounds, you could stream him. Otherwise, I don't even know if he fits this team. He doesn't really have that good of a shooting. He only attempted 1 3. And what the Lakers team need is spacing, especially for LeBron and AD. Patrick Beverley had a great game, 3 steals and 2 blocks. But in my opinion, just a streamer. Dennis Schroeder, just a streamer. Maybe not even a streamer. The minutes is there, but can't really trust him too much. And Russell Westbrook went 2 for 16, but it didn't matter. They still won the game, had 10 assists. For the Pacers, Buddy Hield, who's been playing very, very well, I would say. Getting the defensive stats. On the season, he's a 44th ranked player. Averaging 1.2 steals, that's a surprise. But for him, it's about the threes. You know, he's top 3 probably in the NBA in 3-pointers made per game. Yeah, just a great game. And the defensive stats keep coming. Aaron Naismith had 24 points, 2 steals and block. A great game. But is he going to continue to start? I'm not sure. Miles Turner had 20 points and 13 rebounds, a steal and 2 blocks. That is a great game for Miles Turner. This year, Turner, he's a 20th ranked player. This season, the scoring and rebounds is good, but he's only averaging 2.4 blocks, right? If he, I think over the years, he averaged more like 13, 14 points with 6, 7 rebounds, but he gets way more blocks. But offensively this year, he's been great. Andrew Nembhard had played 33 minutes, not really fantasy relevant. But the minutes is there, so you could always stream him. Just doesn't put that many counting numbers. And first game back for Tyrese at 26 points, 12 assists, and 2 steals. Great stuff. So if you have TJ McConnell, it's very sad. You got to drop him. The next game is the Grizzlies lost to the Grizzlies has been horrible. They are still the 2nd seed, but they're 3-7 in their last 10. Still the 2nd seed though. So Nuggets really is the number 1, by far the number 1 seed in the West. Dylan Brooks played just 22 minutes. This is also a back-to-back, so Jerry Jackson Jr. didn't play. Santi Aldama coming played 34 minutes. Had a great game. I think every time Jerry Jackson Jr. is out, we could stream Aldama. Xavier Tillman, we could also stream him with Steven Adams out. He played 27 minutes, had 2 blocks. Desmond Bane and John Morant, the top 2 offensive usage guys on this team. John Morant had 24 points, 8 rebounds. Yeah, just average game. He was a minus 14, and Desmond Bane could not miss a shot from 3. Should have taken more, 25 points and 6 threes. But another bad loss for the Grizzlies. And the Cavaliers scored 28 points, 128 points on them. For the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell has not been good. He hasn't been good. He also got ejected. Him and Dylan Brooks got ejected this game. But even before he left, he went 2 for 11. I know the groin injury might be bothering him, but hopefully with some rest after the All-Star break, he could start balling again. But again, like a majority of because Darius Garland missed a good chunk of time, right? So really, his numbers with Darius Garland isn't that great. And on the season now, he's kind of fallen off 16th ranked player. Really, he's more of top 20 player, maybe top 25 rest of the season. Jared Allen, great game, 2 steals and 2 blocks, 7 rebounds. Same thing with Evan Mobley. The defensive stats are coming in, and the rebounds great stuff. And Isaac Okoro had 3 steals. Yeah, he gets the minutes, but we know he doesn't really do much with it. 3 steals this game is really nice. And Ricky Rubio, if you need some assists and steals, he's the guy that you can look to, and he hit some threes as well. I think if Darius Garland ever gets hurt and Ricky Rubio can come and gets close to 28 minutes, he's a must roster. I think he still got it. His game, he still got it. He's been a great fantasy player for years. The next game is the Miami Heat lost to the Knicks. Jimmy Butler had 2 steals and 10 points. Mediocre game. Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo both played super well. Bam could not miss from the field, from the free throw line. Had 2 steals and block. Dropped 32 points. This year, he's been scoring a lot, Bam. But, usually he scores about 18 points a game. But this season, he's actually averaging 22 points. And he doesn't shoot any threes. The steals is okay, 1.2, but more blocks would be nice. Only 0.8 blocks on the season. Shooting 54%, that's great. Tyler Hero, yep, played well. And, one big thing with him this year is he gets a lot more defensive stats. A lot more defensive stats. He's the 52nd ranked player, for sure. A surprise, getting 0.9 steals. If you check his last season, maybe 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. 0.9 is really good. Adding 0.3 blocks, it's okay. Kyle Lowry continued to struggle, only getting 24 minutes, while Gabe Vincent is taking a lot of the backup point guard minutes. I think we gotta be patient with Kyle Lowry. He's just playing really bad this game. He played really bad this game, but I think he's too good to drop. So let's just hold on to him. Games like this will happen, right? For him at this age, for the New York Knicks. All right, so Mitchell Robinson is gonna be out. Isaiah Hartenstein, another great game, 28 minutes. Sure, we could pick him up, but we just don't know what Tom Thibodeau is going to do next game. Right? He's still coming off the bench. This game, 10 rebounds, 3 steals is nice. But it's okay to pick him up and see where things go. Emmanuel quickly, this game, Jalen Brunson was also out due to an injury. Quentin Grimes, if you're looking for threes, you could stream him, but he doesn't really offer anything else. The minutes is good for Quentin Grimes. But if he can just add a little bit more defensive stat, then he'll be a lot more useful in fantasy. Emmanuel quickly, on the other hand, played 37 minutes, only 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Sure, as long as if Jalen Brunson is out, he's a guy that we could stream. And RJ plays 40 minutes, had 30 points. And Julius Randle had 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 steals and 3 threes. The Knicks this year, what's up with them? They are 7th seed. Okay. They have an okay record. They're gonna make it. They're gonna make the playoffs. Hopefully, they just don't get eliminated by the Bucks first round 4-0, right? At least put up a fight. All right, let's go to the next game. The Charlotte Hornets lost to the Chicago Bulls, 98-114. LaMelo Ball, 19 points with only 1 3, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists and 2 steals. Yeah, LaMelo Ball, as long as he's healthy, it's okay. Terry Rozier's shooting percentage this year has been horrible. He did have 2 steals this game, but he was a minus 25. Mason Plumlee continues to just dominate. 7 for 7 from the field, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Great game. And PJ Washington, Gordon Hayward, they just shoot 20%, no big deal. And it's not like the Bulls have a great defense. Maybe they just have a bad night. They score 98 points total. Hopefully they bounce back. You don't really drop PJ Washington after this bad game. He still played 38 minutes, the most on the team. Jalen McDaniels coming also shot 0 for 5. Horrible. For the Bulls, yeah, they just been losing a lot of games. DeMar DeRozan surprisingly didn't score much. This game, it's Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu scored over 20 points. Right, Zach LaVine only had 10 points, but added 3 steals and a block. DeRozan only 15 points, but added 7 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Okay, so the 2 star players played okay, mainly focused on doing the other stuff. Patrick Williams, I would still have him. Hit 2 threes, only 6 points in 27 minutes. Because Kobe White really had it going, I suppose, so the minutes a little bit low for him. But he's been playing great, getting the defensive stats. So I wouldn't drop him after this showing. And Vucevic, 17, 12, and 6, not bad overall. And Caruso, why did he only play 7 minutes? We don't drop him after this bad game. Oh yeah, he got hurt again. this is the problem with Caruso. Is whenever he plays, the defensive stats are good, but he gets hurt way too often. He did play 45 games this year, so it's a good amount, averaging 1.7 steals. If you need steals, yeah, you still continue to hold him, but yeah, he gets hurt way too often. Let's go to the next game. The New Orleans Pelicans lost to the Mavericks. Yeah, even with Brandon Ingram back, they just Zion is still out. They right now oh my god, they lost 10 straight. Holy shoot, they lost 10 straight. Trey Murphy and Herbert Jones they're still getting the minutes, so roster them. With Zion back, I think Trey Murphy is probably gonna come off the bench. He's gonna lose the minutes, but we'll see. But Herbert Jones is getting the minutes, so he's an absolutely must roster. Another great defensive game, 3 steals and a block. CJ McCollum had 19 points. Valanciunas played just 21, and Larry Nance played 26. So this is another game where Larry Nance Jr. plays more minutes than him. And again, both Valanciunas could be droppable when you get to the playoffs, for sure. Depending on who you're playing, right? If you don't need rebounds, you don't need a field goal, he's a drop. Larry Nance could be a streamer. That's it. The minutes is too inconsistent for him. And Brandon Ingram had 26 points. Great to see him playing at least. And Trey Murphy, given the high minutes, we still want to roster him. For the Mavericks, great win. Luka, 31 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and only 4 assists and 2 steals. But yeah, he only played 22 minutes also. He did that in 22 minutes? Crazy. I guess they don't need him in the fourth quarter? Why did he only play 22 minutes? Oh, no. He had an injury. He left the game early. Wow. Okay, hopefully it's not too serious. Tim Hardaway Jr. played 40 minutes, had 9 points. If you need threes and points, you could have him. Look at the minutes. The minutes is good. Dorian Finney-Smith played 34. Kind of like Tim Hardaway Jr., but he gets more rebound and more defensive stats. And Spencer Dinwiddie struggled, but they still got the win. Went 11 for 12 on the free throw line, 21 points. And where is Christian Wood? Still nowhere to be seen. But I guess it's okay. They're winning games without Christian Wood at the moment. Let's go to the next game. This is the second night of the back-to-back for the Warriors. So Clay and Draymond, they were resting. Curry really wanted to play. Had 28 points and 5 threes, and Jordan Poole had 22 points with 4 threes. Sure. But Jordan Poole only played 26 minutes because he was in a bit of foul trouble. Otherwise, I think getting 30 points for him should be easy, right? Give him 8 more points, 8 more minutes. Kevon Looney had 23 points. Jonathan Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins. Yeah. I think with Draymond out, Kuminga could be a good streaming option. But really, it's just for one game. Unless Draymond is out for an extended period of time. Dante DiVincenzo now, the minutes is low. Only 22 minutes. So if you were streaming him, it's okay to drop him as well. This game, Clay didn't even play. And he only played 22 minutes. For the Nuggets, Jokic, oh my God, 16 assists. Are you kidding me? 14 rebounds, 16 assists. I mean, this is crazy. The assist numbers he's putting up lately is crazy. And they're winning too. They are actually 24-4 at home, Denver. Tough place to beat them. And added a steal and block, great. And who did his assists go to? Let's see. Jamal Murray played very, very well. 33 points, 8 assists, and a steal. Michael Porter Jr. had 5 threes and 17 points and offers nothing else. Yeah. And with Aaron Gordon out, they started this guy, Kankar, played 32 minutes, had 17 points. If you're playing with Jokic, right, everybody eats a little bit. And KCP had 18 points and added those defensive stats. So, yeah, I mean, everybody, the starters for the Denver Nuggets played really well. Because when Jokic handed out 16 assists, right, and as a team they had 35 assists, great game for the Joker. And it's hard to deny him third MVP, right? Because they and Denver Nuggets and Celtics have about the same record right now, but Jokic is so much better than Tatum. So, well, if the Bucks catch up, maybe Giannis has an argument, but Jokic is putting up better numbers this year. The next game, speaking of Giannis, He had 54 points. Wow. But in fantasy this year, he hasn't been that great. I mean, the points is really, really good. But his free throw, we'll talk about him later. But a bad loss for the Clippers. I think they had a pretty good lead, and they lost it. Kawhi Leonard played 40 minutes. This is high minute. This is good news for him. He's going to still sit back-to-backs, but 11 rebounds, still in 2 blocks, 17 points in 40 minutes is decent. Is okay. Marcus Morris Sr. hit 2 threes. Zubac had 13 rebounds and a block. Yeah, sure. With Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, he's still getting the minutes. Obviously, this game against a big Milwaukee front court, you should give him more minutes. Paul George had 16 points and 3 steals. Yeah, I think as long as they're playing, can't complain too much. Paul George is the 23rd ranked player this year, and Kawhi Leonard is the 21st ranked player. Usually, Kawhi Leonard should be top 10. But, coming back from such a bad injury, sure, it will take some time. And Paul George is putting the numbers he always put up. 23 points, 3 threes, 1.5 steals. Nothing really stands out. And Norman Powell, I think it's okay to stream him. He's been put up some good offensive numbers. But really, he give you scoring, he give you points, give you some efficiency sometimes, but he was a minus 27 in 31 minutes. He does nothing else. For the Bucks, yep, Giannis, 54 points. Free throw, yes, if you have Giannis, you got to pot free throws in category leagues. Hit 2 threes. He took 39 field goals. That is very interesting. His whole team took 90, he took 39. That's 45% of the total field goal attempts. One guy. And Chris Middleton, of course, came off the bench. This is weird. Played 20 minutes. Drew Holiday didn't really have a go. I guess the Clippers, they're just not doubling Giannis. So let Giannis get his, and it did not work out for them. Didn't work out for them. But it's just one game. Brook Lopez was minus 32 in 23 minutes. He had a horrible game. Yeah, I mean, all the other guys had a horrible game other than Giannis, and he had 2 assists. That tells the story. They had 16 assists, while the Clippers only had 15. Very interesting game. But yeah, great for Giannis getting another 50-point game. He's got done a couple of times this year. Drew Holiday will bounce back. I'm not worried too much about him. And yeah, Middleton has been very disappointing this year. And that's it, guys. I'll see you next time.